Hi friends, welcome. Miss Kristi here, and I am so excited to be cooking together today. We are making apple cider slushies. So it's getting to be fall. There's a lot of apple cider in the stores. This is a fun little recipe that you can make for your friends, maybe for a family member. It's gonna make 2 slushies, and it's gonna be a fun day in the kitchen. So glad you're here. The first step in cooking, as we know, is to wash our hands. So while I wash my hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds, let's go over the ingredients and supplies that you'll need to cook along today. The ingredients you'll need are 2 cups of ice, 3/4 cup apple cider, and half a teaspoon cinnamon. The supplies you'll need are a liquid measuring cup, 1 cup measuring cup, a half a teaspoon, a blender, 1 spoon, 2 glasses, and 2 straws, which are optional. Okay, now that our hands are clean and you've gathered the ingredients and supplies that you'll need to cook along, let's get started making these apple cider slushies. Step 1 with your blender is plug it in. So it's not gonna work if you don't plug it in, so I'm plugging mine in, and we're gonna put everything inside the blender right away. That's our working area. First thing is 2 cups of ice. So I have my ice here, and we're just gonna take our 1 cup measuring cup, so it's just the one that says 1 cup, the bigger one, and we're gonna measure 2 scoops of them into the blender. All right, ice is in the blender. Next, we need 3/4 of a cup of apple cider. Now, when you grab your apple cider, yours is probably maybe in a bottle from the store. Just give it a quick shake because a lot of it will settle to the bottom and we want a good mixture. So shake it up a little bit and grab your liquid measuring cup, and we are gonna measure 3/4 a cup of this apple cider. Like I've told you before, we always want to set this on a flat surface when we measure. That way we get a good measurement. Okay, so 3/4, 3-4 of apple cider. All right, and then in it goes to the blender. All right, this next ingredient is optional. So my family, when we tried these, liked to add a little bit of cinnamon. It just helps with that apple cider fall flavor. If you don't like cinnamon, just skip this part. But if you're gonna do the cinnamon, you're gonna grab your half a teaspoon, so 1/TSP, it's a smaller one, and you're gonna measure out half a teaspoon of cinnamon and just sprinkle it right into the blender. Just kind of all around. All right, and those are the ingredients. We have ice, we have apple cider, and a little bit of cinnamon to help with that flavor. All we're gonna do now is blend it. So I'm gonna put the lid on. Make sure it's closed tight, and we are just going to blend this for about 30 seconds. We're kind of making sure all those big chunks of ice are blended up into a nice crushed slushy consistency. So we're gonna blend it for 30 seconds and we'll take it off and pour it into our glasses. All right, so we just blended it for about 30 seconds. I'm taking a look at it. It kind of has like the consistency of applesauce, but definitely all the big chunks of ice look to be gone. So now we're just gonna grab our 2 glasses, because this will make about 2 servings. Unless you just want a really big one for yourself, then grab a bigger glass and don't share it. So we're just gonna pour it into our 2 glasses. And that's where the spoon comes in handy. I'm gonna take the lid off here. And now with mine, I have a blade that comes out. I'm just gonna take it out because I don't want it to fall. If you need help with this part, ask for help. It's very sharp, so you don't wanna touch the blade, but I'm just gonna take that out to make it easier to pour. But like I was saying, this is where the spoon comes in handy to help get it out because it is a little bit thicker and it might stick, so you can kind of just use your spoon to scoop it down. And if it spills, it's okay. Making things in the kitchen can be messy sometimes, and that is okay. All right, I'm just gonna make them even between both glasses, or try to. And that's pretty much it. At this point, like I said, the 2 straws are optional, so if you want a straw to drink it with, pop it in there. It smells really good. It smells obviously like apple cider, but it gives it that fall feel. So let's try it. But we did a good job blending our ice because there's no chunks. So good. This is just like I said, a little refreshing drink that you can make for yourself, maybe a friend or family member, impress them with your seasonal skills, and I hope you do try it. Now, to cook along next week, we are making granola. So this is my favorite recipe in my house. I eat it every day of the week, I promise you. But let's go over quick what you'll need if you want to make the granola with us next week. The ingredients that you'll need to cook along next week are 1/2 cup olive oil, 1/2 cup real maple syrup, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, and 3 cups old-fashioned oatmeal. All right, friends, I do hope you join us next week to make this granola, and I really do hope that you try to make this slushy recipe, or if you did, let us know how it turned out. It's one of my favorites as well. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, just remember to subscribe. That way you don't miss a video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, friends. Thanks for cooking. See you next week.